Welcome to Skytech-Lens. The Arctic is changing, and so is its diplomacy. In November 2025, Canada announced it would open its first-ever consulate in Nuuk, Greenland's capital, a move that delighted Greenlandic leaders and marked a turning point in Arctic geopolitics. For years, Canada's engagement with Greenland was minimal, leaving a gap between two major Arctic neighbors. Greenlandic officials called the move "about time," reflecting a long-standing desire for direct ties. Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand's planned visit, though delayed by Arctic weather, symbolized a new era. The consulate, shared with Iceland, is more than a building. It's a statement of Canada's commitment to the region's future. Its mandate: Arctic security, environmental protection, and stronger bilateral relations. By establishing a permanent presence, Canada is stepping up as an active player in shaping the Arctic's destiny. This is a shift from distant policy to on-the-ground partnership. Canada's decision recognizes Greenland's autonomy and its crucial role in the North. It's a strategic recalibration, setting the stage for a dynamic, collaborative relationship for decades to come. Beyond politics, the Arctic is bound by deep human ties, especially among the Inuit of Greenland, Canada, and Alaska. The Inuit share language, culture, and ancestry that predate borders by millennia, forming a single circumpolar community. Greenlandic MP Pelle Broberg highlights family bonds stretching across the Davis Strait, connecting relatives in Greenland and Nunavut. Yet, for decades, official support for these connections was lacking. The new Canadian consulate in Nuuk is a step toward fixing this, offering a formal channel for Inuit collaboration on language, wildlife, and culture. The absence of direct government links created barriers to addressing shared challenges, from climate change to youth issues. Now, the consulate promises dialogue and partnership rooted in shared identity. It's seen as an act of reconciliation, recognizing that Southern politics shouldn't sever Northern kinship. For the Inuit, this is about family, not just diplomacy. Ottawa's move acknowledges the Inuit as one people, enabling joint initiatives and exchanges. The consulate is a bridge, finally catching up to a reality the Inuit have always known. Greenland's push for economic independence hinges on stronger trade with North America. For decades, Greenland relied on Denmark, creating costly and inefficient trade routes. Goods like Canadian snowmobiles must detour through Denmark before reaching Greenland, driving up prices and delays. This system fuels economic dependence and isolation. Greenland's leaders want direct access to North American trade networks, but political barriers, mainly Denmark's control, have blocked progress. The Canadian consulate in Nuuk is a breakthrough, giving Greenland a direct line to Ottawa. It opens the door to bilateral trade talks, streamlined customs, and direct shipping. For Greenlandic families, this means lower prices and new business opportunities. Direct trade with Canada could transform Greenland's economy, creating jobs and resilience. Canada's move helps Greenland step closer to economic independence and partnership. Few diplomatic blunders rival Donald Trump's proposal to buy Greenland. Revived in 2025, the idea treated Greenland as real estate, not a nation. Greenlandic and Danish leaders called it absurd, making clear Greenland was not for sale. The proposal damaged U.S. credibility, painting America as a domineering power. Trust was shattered, and allies grew wary of U.S. intentions in the Arctic. Even the U.S. consulate and military base in Greenland couldn't repair the fallout. The episode left a vacuum, allowing other nations to step in as more respectful partners. French President Macron's 2025 visit, emphasizing European sovereignty, underscored global unease with U.S. ambitions. Trump's failed gambit didn't just fall flat. It undermined American influence. The U.S. presence in Greenland is now viewed with suspicion. Every American move is scrutinized through the lens of this clumsy episode. The lesson: military might and money can't buy trust or goodwill. The door was left open for others to build the relationships Washington damaged. The fallout from Trump's Greenland proposal was only the beginning. Tensions escalated when Denmark accused the U.S. of covert influence operations in Greenland, aiming to stir separatism. Danish authorities launched a formal investigation, summoning the top U.S. diplomat in Copenhagen. These allegations struck at the heart of NATO trust, suggesting one ally was meddling in another's affairs. The result: deep suspicion of U.S. motives in Greenland and a weakened alliance. The episode created fissures within NATO, just as Russia and China grow more assertive in the Arctic. America's moral standing suffered, giving other powers a chance to present themselves as more reliable partners. The Arctic's geopolitical landscape shifted, leaving the US increasingly isolated. In contrast to US missteps, Canada is forging a new path in the Arctic, one built on partnership and respect. The Nuuk Consulate is the centerpiece of this approach, showing Canada's commitment to Greenlandic autonomy. Canada's strategy: earn influence through engagement, not coercion. The consulate enables Canadian officials to listen to Greenlanders, from leaders to hunters. By prioritizing relationships, Canada builds trust more durable than any military base. The US sees Greenland through a security lens. Canada takes a holistic view, valuing economic, environmental, and social ties. This collaborative spirit is welcomed by Greenlandic leaders eager for equal partnerships. Canada's quiet diplomacy is proving effective as US credibility wanes. The consulate fills a diplomatic vacuum, signaling Canada's reliability as an Arctic nation. By building bridges, not buying land, Canada strengthens its own position and Greenland's future. It's a model for leadership in the evolving High North. Canada and Denmark are quietly building a powerful economic alliance focused on clean energy. This green trade corridor offers a positive alternative to recent US confrontational tactics. In February 2025, Canada joined the Danish-led Global Offshore Wind Alliance, signaling its green ambitions. Joint projects like the Tokluk Wind and Hydrogen Initiative in Newfoundland, backed by Danish investment, exemplify this partnership. Trade between Canada and Denmark reached $2.7 billion in 2024, with clean manufacturing, like hydro-powered aluminum, giving Canada an edge. The EU's upcoming carbon tariffs will make clean Canadian exports even more competitive. This alliance aligns both nations on climate action, creating a resilient partnership beyond security concerns. It's a vision for the Arctic based on sustainability and innovation, not resource grabs. As the world shifts to a low-carbon economy, Canada and Denmark are poised to lead. Their alliance is a blueprint for a cleaner, more cooperative Arctic future. Canada's consulate in Nuuk is a strategic move, boosting its influence in Arctic affairs. With a permanent presence, Canada gains a seat at the table on shipping, resources, and regional policy. This transforms Canada from observer to active participant in shaping the Arctic's future. The timing is key. The upcoming USMCA review gives Canada new leverage, especially with Greenland as a partner. Canada can now align with Greenland on trade, environment, and indigenous rights, strengthening its negotiating hand with the US. The consulate signals a shift from rhetoric to action in Canadian Arctic policy. It builds credibility with Arctic states and global powers, showing Canada is serious about its northern role. By filling the vacuum left by the US, Canada becomes Greenland's go-to partner. This alliance enhances Canada's security, economic prospects, and sovereignty. A small investment, the consulate promises a big return for Canada's future in the High North. Canada's consulate in Nuuk signals a seismic shift in Arctic power dynamics. The region is now a crossroads for US, Russian, Chinese, and European interests. Canada's partnership with Greenland, built on respect, stands in stark contrast to failed heavy-handed tactics. Greenland, once tied to Denmark and reliant on the US, is now looking west to Canada for equal partnership. This pivot is driven by economic autonomy and deep Inuit cultural ties. The lesson: presence, partnership, and respect matter more than military might. The US has lost ground by alienating allies. Canada's patient engagement has built trust and goodwill. The Arctic is a testbed for global cooperation on climate, resources, and stability. Canada's success in Greenland offers a model for collaborative, sustainable Arctic governance. The future belongs to those who build alliances, not empires, in the High North. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel for more updates.